do you think it's going to be the case?
So beating the case is not guilty on all counts.
Right.
Absolutely not. I think he's going to get a guilty verdict somewhere, but I don't think the top counts are going to count or are going to matter. Right now, it's no way. So the RICO would be the top count.
Yeah, and one-man RICOs are actually a thing. Me and Drew Filling were talking about that. He actually represented people who had one-man RICOs.
Yeah, because the other people end up being unindicted co-conspirators where they may have not known that they were just working for him. They didn't know that what they're doing this crime, right? So it's like, hey, if I tell you go get the rope because I'm about to go tie somebody up for the kidnapping, but you're my assistant and you don't know that I'm finna go do that. You just think you're doing the job. Hey, I help act out. You get the rope. If now this becomes the criminal organization, could you be charged with me? I mean, I guess you could be, but the government is gonna realize they're gonna look stupid if you put somebody on the stand who their job was to get purchase orders and order things that Diddy likes the house to be stocked with. So them ordering 1,000 bottles of baby oil is not because they wanted Diddy to go fuck 1,000 chicks in free coughs. They are just stocking the house. So you know what the government will do? They'll go to that person and say, hey, you got to come talk to us and give us that context of that. And those people are going to end up testifying. They're going to get these proffer deals that's going to, give them some immunity and they're not going to get charged. So Diddy's but it doesn't look good for the government, right? You're claiming that this guy was doing all these things. In all these allegations, we're hearing about other people, especially in the new civil allegations, right? You're hearing other people were involved in these sexual assaults. Where are their charges? If you're only one guy, this don't look too good, right? But I do think he's gonna catch, even if it's like the prostitution charge, like, he was hiring a lot of prostitutes, right? He was flying them in. I'm pretty sure one of those things will get him jammed up. And I think the conversation Diddy and his lawyers are saying, hey, listen, let's say your 5-year plea deal thing was a thing. I think Diddy's looking at like, yo, we think that top charge that's gonna bring at least 20, which is the RICO, we think we can beat that. That's bullshit.
Well, yeah, because the prostitution charge, the transportation to engage in prostitution, has a maximum penalty of 10 years, but no minimum. So it could turn into a year or two.
There you go.
Because it's really not that serious.
There you go.
You're flying in a prostitute. She wants to get paid. She does something she's cool with doing. You fly her back, the end.
They're setting it up already like that.
Yeah.
Yo, we're swingers. At times we were out of town. We didn't meet other couples. We was just flying some prostitutes. Yeah, we probably flew them into some places that prostitution was illegal in. And yes, that's a federal charge. Okay, his reputation won't, like, compared to what he's accused of, is like, it's a little freaky motherfucker. Cool. So I think that's what their thought is. If they're going to turn down a plea, that would be below 10. They're like, the only thing that could really, they think.
Well, that could be the 5 that was rumored. That's what I'm saying. We'll just do prostitution, 5 years, take it.
Nah, but if you have 3 charges, the 2 sex trafficking charges, victim 1 and victim 2, and also RICO, those all carry 20.
Right.
If you offer somebody 5, you're basically saying we have nothing.
We have nothing, right.
Yeah,
no,
so at that point.
He didn't take it. But, there's a lot of wheeling and dealing that goes through. And keep in mind that even once the trial starts, a plea deal could be had. Up until the verdict, you could do a plea deal, like you saw with Young Thug.
Yeah.
You could do it.
Well, that was an embarrassing situation for the state. I think the government they're going to lock in, and it's going to be all or nothing. Hey, if you don't take this pre-trial plea, we are going for straight conviction, and we're going to put you under the jail, or you're going to beat us, and it is going to be embarrassing.